know why, but I feel like we all know this, how the song goes. We will rock you. For some reason, it's a thing. All right, so let's see what kind of 7 of Cups and 10 of Wands. Oof. Someone is trying to evaluate better options than what they currently have. All right, so we're going to connect, provide some messages for today, for your highest and greatest good. Our intention is to provide clarity and insight. Okay, we are surrounded in divine love. Karma. I felt very called to wear this shirt today. All right, so if shit is hitting the fan, time to look within. All right, Strength card. Okay. Either you're being called to have strength in the situation and be patient, or someone is trying to find strength. We have the Ace of Cups. I feel like there's a love worth waiting for. Okay, let's see if that's what's next. Could be fire sign energy, Leo with the Strength card. Ace of Cups, this is like, you know, operating from the place of love, right? I even have my heart earrings on. Aren't they cute? Yes, okay. Queen of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. Let's see. Strength and Ace of Cups. We have the Emperor. Interesting. And the Fool card. This is a love worth waiting for. So you very much could be coming into contact with your divine counterpart. Okay, and I feel like this is something that has transcended lifetimes. I feel like there is this new beginning. I feel like you ride with Spirit, the Holy Spirit, okay, with the dove there. I'm also getting you are free and clear as well. Okay, so let's get more info. I feel like you've been very patient. You've been doing a lot when it comes to like your inner work, and you've tamed your inner beast. Okay, sometimes we operate from the place of ego as a result of our life experiences, this lifetime and past lifetimes. And I feel like you've learned to find balance and to kind of like come into union with both, right? Your higher self, your inner child, as well as your ego. I feel like there's been balance restored here. And then I have a Queen of Swords. Yeah, I feel like the Queen of Swords is someone who is in their most authentic self, someone who doesn't have a problem speaking their mind, someone who has strong boundaries, and someone who demands respect and also demands people come to them correctly, okay? I feel like this is somebody who may be a strong communicator in the communication field as well. I feel like you're also someone who stands up for your beliefs. You encourage others to stand up for their beliefs. I feel like you're somebody who like encourages, empowers, maybe even advocates for other people in some way. I do have the Eight of Swords. Okay, I feel like somebody is entrapped. Someone is feeling like there's some sort of sabotage here. We have a King of Swords. This could be a past energy that may feel like they sabotage something with you. All right, I feel like, yeah, there's judgment. There's karma at the bottom of this deck. I feel like there's an awakening that's happened here with the Judgment. I do feel like somebody is afraid to go within and do that work, to really see themselves in the, like taking a look in the mirror is what I'm getting. I feel like with the Judgment, this is really maybe somebody was unwilling to recognize your transformation or recognize you for who you truly are. I feel like there's some sort of false narrative. I feel like there was a lot of things said from a place of hurt, trauma, and pain about this Queen of Swords. by a King of Swords. So this could be, it's not gender, okay? So this would be energy. So this would be somebody who, like, has a lot to say about a lot of things, okay? Let's see what else we can get. I feel like there was a lot of trying to like sabotage somebody, trying to point somebody out like they're not well, they're ill, they're mental ill, they're crazy, they're someone you can't trust. I feel like somebody did a lot to defame your character. And it was actually a presentation of themselves. So I feel like there's a bit of mirroring going on here. I feel like somebody projected you out to be the crazy one, but when in fact, they are the crazy one. So this could be another feminine, this could be a boss, this could be a family member, this could be a past person. I feel like you are the Empress. I feel like whatever is going on in the outside reality here, I feel like clearly you're being seen differently than how someone portrayed you. I feel like you have shown your true character with the Queen of Swords. I feel like you use the experience to level up. Okay, I feel like there was a lot of growth here. There was a lot of nurturing here, maybe some self-nurturing. You know, the Empress is able to create anything she desires. And so I feel like this very much could be someone envious of your ability to create anything, to be empowered, to love yourself, to know your worth and know your value. I feel like there was a dynamic here that was a cause for this to help you be in the position that you were meant to be in the whole time. It's almost like this had to happen so that you can see yourself, okay? There could have even been like, yeah, and then I have the Magician, the creator energy. I feel like now you create your own reality. I feel like you took your power back. I feel like there could be some sort of apology too, some sort of emotional energy here that someone is, I feel like somebody's really also realizing that they were very immature in the situation and how they handled themselves. I feel like they sabotaged this because they are emotionally immature, maybe even stunted. Maybe there's some child trauma here that maybe has affected this situation. I'm also getting like you helped heal your inner child. I feel like you learned and practiced, okay, with all these tools so that you could establish self-mastery. I feel like now you're in the ability to create. This is manifesting your desires, okay? This very much could be desires as well with the Page of Cups. You're manifesting your desires. And I feel like that's what's coming in here, is that this is one of your manifestations coming in with someone who matches your vibe, your frequency, your vibration. I feel like this is something that is worth waiting for. And I feel like you put in the hard work to get this. It's not something you stole from somebody else because they didn't want to do the work. You actually put the work in. You actually did the hard work. Okay, I feel like there was like, you know, some sort of like, you know, maybe people see you and they think like they don't deserve this, or, you know, who are they, or who do they think they are? Listen, you earned this shit, okay? You put in the hard work and you earned it. So I feel like this is coming to you. Yeah, and this is just, and this is fair, and this is balance being restored, okay, for what might have been done that shouldn't have been done in the first place. But again, it was a catalyst to your growth and development. I feel like whatever was done in the dark is being brought to the light. I feel like there, you know, we saw the judgment, so I feel like there's been a judgment call made in your favor, okay? So right now, there is this, it's like, you know, part of this is people seeing you in your true limelight, not based on what other people say about you. So I feel like your character speaks for itself, your abilities. I feel like you are rising to the top. You are someone who's being recognized for what you do and what you bring to the table, okay? So it doesn't matter what they say, it's a projection of how they feel about themselves. Okay? And I feel like for a little bit that might have kept you down, but I feel like you used it to your benefit and you rose to the occasion and you're moving on from the situation and there's balance being restored in your life as a result of you taking control. Okay? The Tower. Yeah, major change here. Okay, I feel like there's the opposite of this is whoever came against you is now experiencing loss and abandonment and feeling rejected and feeling like they're not enough. They could have experienced some sort of like change in their physical reality. So this could be job loss, this could be a place to live, this could be dynamics, friendships, people seeing this person for who they truly are and thinking like, ooh, this person's slimy, I don't like this person, like I get a bad vibe from this person. I feel like the projected energy is now being seen for where it truly belongs, which is possibly a past person that did the most to make you seem unfit, unwell, unworthy. I feel like they've been holding on, okay, to the past. They could be penny pinching with the Four of Pentacles. I feel like they could be very much like having difficulty. I feel like you have this unseen wisdom, knowledge. You have the ability to tap in. I feel like you operate from a place of love, divine love, okay? So you are an energy that is here to bring peace and harmony to the situation. I feel like whoever this energy, they might have entertained somebody else on the side, but we can get more information on that. Yeah, here's the Four of Pentacles. It came out officially. I feel like, you know, if you... One sec. So, yeah, I feel like there's energy from the past that was supposed to be a father figure, someone that... I'm saying father figure because it's the Emperor, but it doesn't need to be a male, right? It could be anyone in that dynamic. But someone was supposed to be a rock, a resource, a confidant, a partner. And I feel like this was a karmic relationship. I feel like they're holding on to a relationship. I feel like that's also part of the change that's playing out here. They could be holding on to the past relationship with you. With the Lovers, I feel like there could be like this regret. Okay, I feel like they may have chosen another partner over you and now they regret it. I feel like they chose this other partner over you for money with the Four of Pentacles. They thought that they could elevate their status, okay, with the Four of Pentacles. I feel like they were tricked. Yeah, look, and then it goes to the King of Pentacles. Yeah, this energy thought that they could choose somebody else over you and that they would financially benefit from the choice that they made. They put you in competition. Yeah, and I feel like they also put you in a place of defense. I feel like you had to stand up for your own beliefs and how you feel about yourself and how you show up. I feel like you had to establish really strong boundaries with this energy and all the attacks that they were sending your way. They put you in a position to have to defend and protect yourself. Okay, them and whoever they were dealing with, okay? I feel like you had to defend yourself. I feel like you have every right to defend yourself. I feel like with the Death card, yeah, I feel like they tried to surrender you in some way, shape, or form. I'm also getting that they tried to prevent you from ascending, okay? Because when you see the Death card, it's like ascending from the 3D to the 5D, okay? And going on that ascension path. They tried to prevent you from doing this, okay? Or even preventing you from helping others to do this. Because some of you are high priestess energy, and what you're doing is energetically helping others ascend by being the example as a divine femme or divine masculine. Okay, take it how it might resonate here. You are still victorious and successful, okay, regardless of what you had to defend yourself against. You won. Love wins. All right, let's get one more row here. Yeah, then we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, so I feel like this is going to be a difficult experience for those who came against you. Okay, they will be experiencing what they put you through, which is an ego death, okay? Dark night of the soul energy, all right? And they will experience the 10 swords that they put in your back. They will also experience. This is karma, okay, playing out here. I feel like they rallied a bunch of others to come against you, okay? And they hid their hand. They pretended like they didn't coordinate this, right? Because everyone's going in different directions. I feel like there is this like chaos, gossip, drama, competition playing out here. I'm also getting like what is going to be the nail in the coffin here is that the energy that puts you in competition is also going to be put in competition. Okay, is what I'm getting. All right, Knight of Pentacles. What do you want to say about the Knight of Pentacles? What else here? I know there's a lot of karmic energy coming out, guys. It's part of the process. Just go with the flow. Don't attach to anything. Just kind of consider it like news. I don't know what to tell you. But like you've already gone through your process. You've healed through this. And it's kind of like, well, this is how it's going to play out on the other side, right? And so you're just being aware, you're being made aware is what I'm getting. Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. And then we have the Hermit. And then we have the Devil. Wow. And the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. All right, so I do feel like there was a lot of energy, money invested in some sort of dark arts when it comes to magic, okay? I feel like there also was a lot of lustful sexual energy here that was exchanged. I feel like a lot of immaturity as well. Like I feel like somebody handled themselves extremely immaturely, or they're dealing with someone who's very immature, okay? I feel like their lustful energy, their sexual energy is what they use to almost like direct energy back to them. So again, like energy harvesting, okay? Taking advantage of people and using it for their benefit is what I'm getting. I feel like everything that was done in the dark by this group is coming to light. Everything is like this is like yeah, this is like unexpected news or events are happening for this energy, and this is justice playing out on a large scale. And I feel like what might have been hidden is no longer hidden. It's being exposed. And I'm also getting like you're going to know just by what's happening. All right, what's happening around you, okay? I feel like you are a spiritual guide of some sort, or you are being guided on your divine path, light worker energy. I feel like you are someone who brings in justice, okay? So you're here to do something very large, very big. It's your destiny, and they got involved in somebody's destined path that they shouldn't have messed with. I feel like they should have left you alone. They shouldn't have messed in your energy. They should not have put 10 swords in your back, okay? Is also what I'm getting. I feel like this energy is very much interested in like what plans you have going on for yourself and where you're going and what you're doing. They're very invested. They may be even using divination to find out what's going on with you so that they can plan their next move to come towards you, okay? I feel like this is almost like why you need to be aware, is so that you can see this coming, and so that you can you know the intentions, which is the devil. Okay, so I feel like we will rock you is that like this is playing out